What is the shortest amount of time you've known someone before hooking up?
Two weeks.
That's good.
Can I ask the same question?
Hi guys, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for being here. Welcome to a sip and spill sponsored by HAUS Wine, featuring your fave, Noma, my sister. You guys, if you were at my Mother's Day event, you will know that HAUS Wines was one of our sponsors. If you were not, well, I'd like to thank HAUS Wines for sponsoring my event. I couldn't have done it without you. If you guys have never heard of HAUS Wines, they like these cute, come in these cute, you can make cocktails out of them, you can drink as they are, and they're great for like girls' night in, gathering, tea parties. Do people drink at tea parties?
I think it would be tea.
Well,
paint and sips.
Well, I mean, not everyone drinks tea, so at a tea party, I would have alcohol.
Yes, I mean, COVID showed us we were having wine in teacups, so anything's possible.
So my sister and I are going to be doing a sip and spill while we are tasting the different flavors. It comes in, I could have sworn it comes in more flavors, but these are the flavors that we got. There's this pink, it's called a Rosetta. There's the sparkling cocktail Hugo, and my favorite is the Seco. I guess it's like short for Prosecco, and it's my favorite because like it's dry. This one is like, if you like sweet wine, white. If you like rosé, no wonder it's called Rosetta. Okay, I'm gonna obviously start with my favorite. I don't think you've ever tasted these ones.
No, I haven't.
Cheers.
Guys, I generally struggle opening cans.
No, she's got nails.
But I do have new nails. Can you see?
And look at me. I'm just gonna get straight into it. Have you ever cheated or helped someone else cheat?
How does the game work?
You drink if you don't want to tell the truth.
I feel like as soon as you drink, then you're implying that
yeah. Oh, why am I trying to drink?
So I guess, yes, I've technically helped someone cheat.
Technically?
Technically, in that, yeah, that's it.
A sip or spill, Noma. If you're not going to sip, you are going to spill. Noma has helped someone cheat. A girl or a guy?
Wait, what?
Did you help a girl or a guy cheat? The person in question.
A guy.
Even worse.
How?
Shame, Noma, shame.
How?
Why did you help him cheat?
Wait, by help him cheat, do you not just mean you were the other girl?
No, how I take it is, oh yeah, chances are, is that what it is?
That's what I...
Oh, how I took it was me helping you cheat, like me,
say like,
yeah, or me lying to your man and be like, yeah, she's with me, when I know that you're not with me. But in this context, it could mean what you're saying.
Yeah, I thought it was like...
Oh, so you've been the other girl.
Yeah, but it was... Well, they said the relation was over. I can't say it was... It was a bit unknowingly.
Okay.
I'm just gonna drink because I think this requires alcohol.
I'm gonna drink with Noma. See?
Who's your favorite family member?
Gonna sip.
I feel like this implies it's not me. And I'm mad.
I've got 2 kids. I've got a sister, I've got a mother, I've got a father. I can't win. I can't win.
Okay, scratch the kids. Scratch the kids, because
okay, then it's you.
Okay.
It's like, guys, 2 kids. I can't say, even between the 2, I can't even say who's my favorite. Then I've got 2 parents. Then I've got ACI, guys. This Noma setting me up for failure.
I'm the favorite. That's all I heard.
biggest secret you've kept from your parents growing up?
Ooh, probably when I lost my virginity.
Did they ever ask you?
No, but it was always implied that I was still a virgin.
I think they still think she's a virgin.
They think so because they told my cousin was like, oh, but your mom tells us that my mom watches this channel. This is
she's gonna know now. Your favorite child is not a virgin, and she hasn't been one in a very long time.
It's not very, very long. It's not very, very long. Okay.
I am sure they still think Noma is a virgin until today.
Probably, that's true. Have you ever broken up with someone before a big day so you would avoid gifting them?
No.
No.
But I think that people have broken up with me though before my birthday. I can't remember the last time I was in something during my birthday or during Valentine's. It always just seems like you're single around that time. So that's why I'm like, I'm sure somebody has broken up with me.
It's like, let's calm it down before Valentine's Day.
But December. So by okay, Valentine's is coming. And for my birthday's in July, so they probably break up with me around May so that I don't see it coming. But
how often have you been on the receiving end of a breakup? Like someone breaking up with you?
Maybe like, I don't think I've ever had anyone break up with me, but I mean, they ghost.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah. Have you ever shared chewing gum with anyone?
No.
Ew. Why is this question even here? Have you ever danced on a table while you were drunk? I have.
Yeah. It's not improbable.
No.
What is the most embarrassing thing you've ever done while on a date? Nothing.
I mean, maybe the other person would beg to differ, but according to me,
you were
I'm perfect.
You're great.
I'm amazing. What is the shortest amount of time you've known someone before hooking up?
2 weeks.
That's good.
Can I ask the same question?
10% of 2 weeks? That's 2 days.
Not necessarily.
10% of 2 days?
What?
2 hours?
What?
A day! Yeah. Not even a day. Like, yeah, I would say 2 hours.
Is it go clubbing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not go clubbing, but like we went on a date, and then after the date, we were just like...
First date. Okay,
first
so
date.
it was the first date.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I've never... Oh, I have. I was about to say, I've never hooked up with someone I met on the same... I have. I would say, yeah, 2 hours. I guess I would still say 2 hours.
Can I ask like questions after that?
Sure. We're still playing super
Did
still.
you guys like become anything after?
He tried.
Okay.
I didn't enjoy the sex. So I was just like,
I guess then it's beneficial because you're able to know from gear to bite. This is not what I want.
But I'm like that, Fed. All my relationships is talent betting.
Okay. Okay.
Guys, nah, I'm not the what is that rule? 90-day rule, or let's have 3 dates, or no, I'd like to know as
From get-go.
soon as possible. Yeah, I've had very bad luck with bad sex.
Okay.
So now I'm just not trying.
Okay. That makes sense. I think it also helps because like once you get feelings for someone, it's very difficult to be like, that's bad sex and no.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Make me fall in love with you before
Exactly.
I find out.
Once you fall in love with someone, guys, anything that they do is amazing.
It's amazing.
I'm not trying to be fake amazing with someone just because I'm in love with them.
On their defense, it is probably amazing for them. It's just like emotional connectivity during sex is enough.
Is it really?
And guys,
Not for me.
Yeah,
I think I asked the last one.
I saw a thread most awkward thing to happen in bed?
Whew. Let me think. Maybe if you say first, it will trigger a memory.
Oh no, like there are some things I just figure take to the grave. Like,
oh, okay, so we sip.
Not even the CIA.
Not even the apartheid police.
It's fine. It's fine.
What's the biggest age gap you've had with a partner?
5 years.
That's old. Were you 5 years older or were they 5 years older?
Yeah, they were 5 years older.
Oh, okay. Would you ever be 5 years older?
Yeah.
That's an infant.
No, like...
Might as well date Milani.
Might as well. Like 22, 23. I'm gay.
I've gone 8 years.
8 years younger.
Yeah. But it was more of a physical relationship than anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's understandable.
So, I would never, it's not someone I would have introduced to my friends or my family. It's not someone I'd hold a conversation with.
No, Benton.
But I wasn't giving him money.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess he was Benton without... I'm not mali, me never find a I'm not mali, me self. So.
MEC. Who's the most inappropriate person you've ever crushed on?
When they say inappropriate, what does that mean?
It could be your friend's boyfriend. It
Oh,
could be a boss,
like
it
someone
could
I
be-
shouldn't have.
Yeah.
I'll sip.
Take it to the grave.
I know that I'm honest with you guys a lot, but yeah, goodness knows though that I'm just. I'll take this one to the grave.
Yeah.
Your most embarrassing vomit story.
I was drunk, obviously, and then I was making out to the guy. No, I stepped away and then vomited, but then he still wanted to make out, so I was just like, yeah,
I would have still made out. I mean, I don't think I would have been cognizant of the fact that I just vomited. If someone still wants to make out after that, I mean, that's my husband.
No, that was a no. I just got into an Uber.
Really?
Hi, Bo. I was already waiting for the Uber, and then the guy was there,
okay,
like,
okay.
But yeah, it's obviously gonna be alcohol.
Yeah, there has to be. There's no. I mean, if you are sober and you're vomiting, you need to go to the doctor. Like.
Yeah, but it's also like, what's the embarrassing story?
Yes, there's nothing embarrassing about that. Clearly, we are cool.
Yeah.
Just go to the doctor.
Yeah. Have you ever gone through your partner's phone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That was quick.
Every partner's phone. Everyone I've ever dated, I've gone through
Gone
the
through
phone.
their phone.
Yeah. There was a time where I used to be like, no, guys, invasion of privacy. Oh my God, like, don't go through your partner's phone. Then I was just like, oh no.
But was it going through their phone just G, or was it I have a hunch about something and then go?
I have a hunch. Like, yeah, no, I never just wake up and decide to go through people's phone. Like, it's a. Sometimes it's not even a hunch. Something happened.
Something happened. You just need material proof, because if
I ask
about
him,
men, they're just gonna gaslight.
He's gonna lie and turn it around and be like, "Oh, you insecure
because of your past relationships."
You
don't
know,
tell men about your past relationships.
Yeah, please don't. Please don't.
Just gonna use it against you.
We are moving on to tasting. Which one would you like to do? I've obviously drank. I've drunk all of this, so
let's do the rosé.
Okay.
Okay.
Girls and their nails.
This is Rosetta. It says pink frizzant.
It's for the girly girls out here.
It is 10%. So, like about cider, yeah, 4.6.
Actually, I never actually realized how much alcohol volume it had. 10% is a lot, especially for a small can like this. Number two, because it tastes so nice, you might get carried away.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
That's not bad.
I wonder if you like sweet wine, this is for you.
But it's not too sweet.
Yeah, it doesn't have that aftertaste thing that sweet wines usually have. What is the most outrageous thing you can remember doing while under the influence?
I want to say that.
Do you want to tell? It's a safe space. So I'm open the challenge.
I think it probably would be having some form of sexual relation, like a place I shouldn't be, a place you shouldn't be.
I feel like I should have done this principle probably last year or 2 years ago when I started this channel. I'm learning so much about Noma. I won't say that Noma is secretive, but she is private. And today I'm just learning about sexual relations and helping people cheat. I mean, you guys know this channel's no judgment zone. Y'all don't judge me.
I feel so much judgment. Let me say this. There's like this energy coming this way.
It's a no judgment zone. There's nothing that she has done that we haven't. I hope.
I'm sure.
That's if she's sure.
If you're a sex worker, how much would you charge?
So, sex worker, am I a prostitute? Am I OnlyFans? Am I... What other forms of sex work is it? Escort. This you.
Thank you.
If I was a prostitute, I would probably charge... Is $2 grand an hour a lot?
I think it's sufficient.
Yeah, I wouldn't like charge per round. I'd probably charge per hour.
Okay.
No, I feel like I'd make more money if you charge per round. Wouldn't you? No, you'd make more money if you charge per hour. Because men can't really get that many rounds anyway in.
But I think men might just keep you for the full hour for the sake of cocaine.
But then if you can only do like 2 rounds, so that's 4,000. I guess it's almost the same. Whether it's an hour, it's a round, because I'm not going to stay for 2 hours.
But like, what am I staying there for once you're done?
Cuddle.
Yeah, one isn't danger. No, I'd rather just charge per round.
I get it. Per round is much better.
Like, okay, sharp.
Yeah, also men they're not really good with those. Like you hardly get that many rounds anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe I've just been unlucky.
And I guess exes watching this.
Sorry to you, hun. What's your magic number and what do you wish it was? Your body count.
Oh, I'm just like, magic number. I feel like my body count is pretty low, but at the same time, I find it weird just discussing the actual number. So I'll just drink for that. Thanks.
I stopped counting at 10. Like there was a time where I was just like, okay. And I was just like, whoo! I was just like, you know what? It's fine. We don't count bad sex.
God has forgiven us since Jesus died.
Yeah, Jesus died.
We're new people. What is your biggest sexual regret?
Oh, I think I have a lot. I have slept with people who didn't even deserve to be in the same room as me. And obviously not to say like sex is a take only. It's not a one way.
Yeah.
But like, you know when you look at someone and you're just like, how did you even get in my house or my bed, or how did I get in yours? Like,
yeah.
Was my self-esteem that low?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't have one, but I just sometimes feel like there are people who just should have not gotten this sugar. Do you have one?
I think biggest regret is possibly not being outspoken during sex.
But I don't think that's something to hold yourself on. I know a lot of people. I'm one of them. In our early 20s, I remember I used to work for True Love, and we used to obviously write about sex all the time. and I was 24, 25 at that time, and then the girl I worked with was 10 years older than me, and we were talking about sex, and then she said something where at that time I was just like, oh, you're lying. She said, in your early 20s, you're not vocal about sex anyway. You're just doing it for him, not yourself. Yeah. In my head, I was just like, you're lying. I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it myself. But now that I'm at that age that she was at, I was just like, now that I think about it, in my early 20s, I was not vocal at all. Yeah. It is. I think it's only once you discover yourself and once you discover your body and then you start being vocal. And also once you realize that these men ain't shit.
You is the sun. I'm regretful around it, and then saying, but now going forward, you know, do better.
Going forward, if you don't like it, say it. Don't fake it. Don't. I mean, oh, I ain't go back. Hey, guys, let me just sip.
Have you ever faked one?
All the time. Well, okay, guys. Okay, this is contradictory to what we just spoke about.
Okay.
Right? And I'm going to explain. I haven't had sex in my 30s.
Oh.
I'm 33, turning 34, and I have never had sex. Oh, no, I think I did. I think the last time I had sex was 30.
Yes.
So I haven't really had sex in my 30s. So that conversation about being vocal in your 30s, I guess I haven't really practiced it, but I think that I could. So that's why now, when it comes to faking one, and I'm saying all the time, someone who just heard me saying, "But no, you need to be vocal," would be like, "How? Why would you fake one when you want to be when you're that vocal?" I haven't had sex in my 30s. Yeah, that hurts.
So what's the
I haven't said that out loud in a very long time. I've actually said it out loud, but I actually have never put a number to it. I haven't said, saying I haven't had sex in my 30s, that's just like, and you're turning 34?
34. Girl, how? Is this a celibate by choice thing?
At first it was by choice.
At first,
now it's just like, anybody, just please.
As if you know someone
who's
rich,
also who's willing to stay, and I think that's my thing. I'm not at a point now where I just want to do a wham bam, thank you ma'am. I did that, and I've realized one thing about myself: I fall in love with whoever I sleep with. So the next person I'm sleeping with is my husband.
Yeah, I get on told. Amanda's going to be doing how I married him in 6 months because
I need to have sex.
It's fine, guys. So Tungisan,
guys, please. Okay, maybe ningatungisi, but azana my measurements. Azana, just know your favorite colors, measurements, etc.
Mom was watching it, so I imagine you measure. Okay.
Have you ever thought about sleeping with the same sex?
Yes.
Did you just end up thinking about it, or did we?
No, just end up thinking about it.
Have you ever slept with someone from work? Oh, that was your turn. Have you ever slept with someone from work?
No.
Keep it that way.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you how that's.
I have a baby with him. Guys, at work there was a no dating rule, a strict no dating rule. Me and Milan's dad were just like, we can bypass this shit.
I was wearing that jacket today, and somebody asked, like, why do you have that jacket? And I'm like, my sister couldn't stand that jacket.
Till today, I have a jacket I got from Milan's dad, and then I was just like, it's a nice jacket, I'm not going to like throw it out. So I gave it to Noma. Noma knew she was saying me today. What's eating test? Eating him link. But you know what? I'm in therapy. I'm healing.
I thought I'd be like back from the salon, take it off, you know, I thought I'd be wearing this. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
I mean,
then got down the pen. Come on, my jacket. I'm trying to not find a sexual.
Yeah, a lot of them are very sexual, and I'm just like, some of us are being triggered.
Why are you being triggered?
Because I've got no. It's not like we can talk about it, then I'm gonna go home and do it.
Oh gosh. What's the worst date you've ever been on?
I think, you know, these date questions made me realize that I actually haven't really gone on that many dates. I think though what I would say the worst date was, this guy kept talking about himself and about his achievements, his money. It was very like me. And he said, I love you.
First date
on the table.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was he Zulu? Of course.
But he didn't say it in Zulu. But also what I liked about this guy, he had a wallet with him. He realized that he forgot his wallet. And I just wanted to leave. And now the bill is here. And then in my head, I'm just like, oh, I know this trick. But it wasn't a trick. Genuinely couldn't find his wallet on him. So I'm just like, oh, let me just pay, you know. And he's just like, I was just like, okay, provider. But by that time, I was already over it. I was just like, it was one of those Tinder dates. I had just got out of a long-term relationship and I was on Tinder going on a date like every 3 days. But that one stuck with me because he just couldn't stop talking about himself and his achievements.
I think like that's a different conversation of what are you willing to stand to have some like a patriarchal partner who says I take care of everything financial. Like there's a prize for every girl.
I think that if I knew then that he was going to be this patriarchal person who pays for everything and takes care of me, I mean, you can talk about yourself all day, babe. I'll call my friends if I want to talk about myself.
What is taking care of you?
I don't pay a bill. No, nothing. My salary, I don't actually even need. I mean, obviously for backup, I would want to work, but like, it's just knowing that I don't have to work, but I don't have to ask anyone month end for money. Like, I don't want to be in a position where I have to ask him for things. He must just know ukuthi kunemali ngene ku-account Amanda. Then I don't have to worry about rent, school fees, all of those things. And do they exist?
They do, girl, but like, where go abantu within that? So
can't you just cheat?
I think men with money are very controlling. So trying to cheat is very difficult.
Okay.
But
what's your worst date?
Oh, worst date. The mfana naye wafika spoke about himself the whole damn time, and then he was a forex trader, and I was doing my honors in finance and investments.
Is the French guy?
Yeah, it's the French guy. She knows him. And yeah, he was telling me about all these things like finance and investments, and in my head I'm just like, I study this, like I know this, and like no. But because he's been trading forex for a couple of months, he felt like
he's an expert. There's nothing worse than a man trying to school you about things like about your own industry.
About my industry,
yeah. Like school me about your things or things that I don't know. School me about the economy, fuck, if you have to. I don't care. But like, I would die if some man came here and schooled me about media and publishing and
mansplaining like my honors degree to me and being incorrect about it, and also
even worse, incorrect about it.
He arrived like an hour late already. So you mean that I was ready to bounce. Like I think we were meant to meet at 5. He got there at 6:30. I was ready to bounce. Then he's mansplaining all of this to me. I was mad. I saw him a couple more times. I think I saw him last year again, and
was that intentional? Or did you bump into him?
I bumped into him at Burner Boy. And then he was like, oh, let's meet up. And then, like, I had amnesia about So I was like, oh man, this tall, French, dark, handsome guy.
Oh my god!
He was late again. And then he was mad that I was making it a big deal that he was late.
Narcissist.
And I was just like, yeah.
Cut. Okay, we are now moving on to Hugo. I love how Noma's grabbing it like she can open it.
Oh, they differ in percentage.
Oh, this is 6.9?
Yeah.
Oh, the others are 10. My favorite one is 10, so
yeah.
That's nice. I think this one would be great for as a cocktail. I opened it for you.
Oh, thank you.
I think this one would be great. Well, I've tasted it, so I think it would be great as a cocktail.
What is the shallowest thing you've stopped dating someone because of, or yeah, that puts you off on like a potential?
Their name.
Their name?
Yeah.
Was it the name of an ex?
No, his name was Joy. He was a very beautiful, hot guy, but like
in the damn Joy.
Like I just can't. Yes, can't. I was just like, oh no, how am I gonna tell people that my man's name's Joy? I mean, that was shallow, but I'm sorry. Like, and I would do it again. Like, if sometimes, like, when I used to be on, what is this thing, Tinder, I would literally scroll through someone. I would like swipe left just because you've got some sort of a name.
Yeah, no, certainly I've also done the same on Tinder.
No?
But baby, no.
Yeah, no. There's some names I'm just not willing to call out.
Same way you wouldn't date someone computer, you know, like
yeah. Also computer.
Compute, baby.
Oh, comp. What is the best moment of your life this year so far?
Ooh, Cape Town.
How was that? Noma went to Cape Town. Was it your first time?
It was my first time. It was a solo trip. It was my first solo trip. I had a eat, pray, love moments that was very like
that's nice.
Very holistic.
That's why you guys didn't see Noma at the Mother's Day event.
Yes.
They got eat, pray, love alapaya at Cape Town.
Someone asked me, oh, I commented on your thing. Was he definitely going to be there in the next one? And someone was like, why did he even miss it?
But I prayed love.
Besides that, I wasn't gonna be there.
No, she wasn't. She was gonna be babysitting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's the biggest secrets you've spilled because you were so drunk? Like,
woo!
And I asked this because I know you.
So at this place I used to work at, before I guess I like meeting my people at work. So the last person I met at work that I was in a relationship with was Milan, his dad. But before him, there were others. Well, there was one. I met this guy there, and then outside of work, we used to hook up. Then it got back to work. Someone saw us outside, and instead of asking me, they went and told people at the office. But obviously, nobody has the guts to ask me that. Then we were at an event one time, and one of the girls was just like, so, is it true? I was just like, not only is it true, but it's the best sex I've ever had.
Shit, you don't want to hear about your colleagues.
She was so gobsmacked. Like, her whole flabber was gusted. I was like, oops.
Ma'am.
Guys, catch me on a drunk night. Catch me on a drunk night, I will tell you everything. Everything. I can't even ask you that. Noma's very secretive.
I'm private, I'm not secretive. If you ask me something, I'm going to tell you. But I don't like, oh man, from General Amanda, just had the best sex ever. Like,
Noma has a boyfriend or a boy she's talking to. All I know is his name. Should Noma drop dead to today, he can't come to the funeral because I don't know who am I looking for on the phone.
You know the name, you'll find him.
Should anything happen to Noma, he can't be contacted because aspas. And this didn't happen yesterday or 2 days ago. It's probably months now. Noma's been in relationships before, so which means Bazonga's practice. The last relationship she was at that I know of, I don't know if that was the last one, I had to force myself into this person by introducing myself, by being like, I ain't going nowhere. I heard he was coming over. I was at her house and I heard he was coming over. Just like,
I was so stressed because why is this girl not leaving?
I was like, well, I got time. And he got there and I was like, oh, hey.
Guys, I get anxious when two different friend groups of mine meet.
So you're saying we never meet your partner until Mrs. O bam 18 ninkom. Literally in passing.
I also like introverted guys, and I feel like I've never seen how you would interact with one of like a guy I'm dating.
I'll just like talk to him.
I've seen how you and Ayanda are, and I think like I'm genuinely just scared of. I'm scared for the people I date. Genuinely just scared for them.
I'm such a. We just ask relevant questions, like, and if that scares him away,
intentions. Okay.
Yes, if that scares him away, then good riddance.
But Amanda comes with the head. Okay, and then okay.
What? Okay, this is our last question. What is your greatest fear when it comes to relationships?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think it's not being seen. Like, I think I hope to find someone who sees me and I feel seen, and then they still love me, instead of I think like there are certain things that you grew up hearing your parents say, and it felt very much that love is transactional. Yeah. And I love my mom, and I think it's some things will be passed on, but there's a phrase she used to like saying.
She still says that?
Yeah, Mudiaza time. And so there's always a thing of proving love. So you
like
performing and not saying what you feel, because fear of love will be taken away, you know. So I think, yeah, it's just that. But once someone sees me, and once I'm able to be myself, that the relationship will then end, or love will be, you know, like, oh my gosh, no, actually, I don't like you.
I think for you, when you say that, my prayer for you is that you don't meet a narcissist, because narcissists build an image of who they think you are. And once I saw that with my ex, Milan, his dad is like a notebook narcissist. He has an image of who he thinks you are. And when that image in his head pops, because the real, well, not the real you, the natural you comes out, then I understand it, then it's a huge problem, then now it's fight, and then he makes you feel less than. And I've been like learning about narcissistic behavior, especially on TikTok, from my therapist as well, because to heal from that relationship I need to know what I was dealing with, because this is the most complex relationship I've ever been in, and she's teaching me about narcissistic behavior. And one common thread is that they have an idea of who you are, and when who you are comes out for them, then that's when they're like, maybe not. As a result, you end up thinking that there's something wrong with you.
With me.
There's something wrong with the person that they built in their head.
Yeah.
So
and instead, you probably try to fit the notion that they have.
Exactly.
And, yeah, you just kind of lose yourself.
You do. So I do pray that you don't meet or fall in love with a narcissist. I hope that you are able to spot them, see the red flags in the beginning, and which is most of the times love bombing. So
yeah,
but I don't think Noma has a chance of that happening, because you take things really, really slow. with men.
I do, but I think lately I'm very easy to catch way too. It's very sad. Someone said, you know those TikTok where like, what's the dumbest thing? Like, just being stupid. Just being stupid
I'm a
in
dumb
love.
bitch.
Like I'm a dumb bitch in love. And I was like, valid and relate.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, guys.
Relationship.
People like love bombing sometimes feels very much like the romance you've always been waiting for, you know? So it's, I don't think anyone is like, oh, I'd be able to like maneuver through narcissistic person.
No, definitely not. There's a person that I'm talking to now, and for my liking, he's too slow. But then having to remind myself, this is actually how it's supposed to go, not the love bombing that I'm used to. So as a result, I'm just like, do you actually like me? Because by now we would have moved in together. Why aren't you moving in together?
Why haven't you proclaimed my love?
Like, why haven't you proposed? Because that's what I'm used to. I'm literally so used to, we meet today, we go on a date today, we hook up, we move in together, you tell me you love me on the first day, and all of those things. And TikTok is a lot, but I'm so grateful for TikTok because I'm learning, and I'm just like, okay, cool. His pace may not be the pace that you want or the pace you're used to, but the pace that you're used to is actually quite toxic, and it's not how it's supposed to be.
That's good self-awareness.
It is. It is.
Pay for therapy, guys.
Please do. If you can afford it, please do. It's
Yeah,
making me get realize every Wednesday in my life. Get realize.
Let me tell you something about realizing it's not fun.
Don't go.
It's not fun.
Because sometimes you realize that you're the problem. I'm just like, I'm perfect. What do you mean?
Yeah.
My biggest fear in relationships is my kids and I have just bringing someone into my life and not just it. Okay, my biggest fear in relationships is it ending. I've created such a, what is this thing called? Like a system in my house. What do you guys?
Bubble.
Not a bubble, but like we have a system in my house that works, and I fear bringing into that system and my children and blending families, or his children and blending families, only for it to end, because it has taken us so long, it has taken me so long to get to this point with my children and my life and my heart where we're good.
Yeah.
And I fear bringing in someone into that little ecosystem that we have and them crushing it. Because when you date as a single mom, it's not just you dating this person, your children as well.
Yeah.
Like you blend families. I'm dating his children, his baby mama, my well, there's no baby daddy for me, but like there's too many people involved. And I think that's my fear. But the only way out of it is for these kids to get out of the fucking house.
That's 18 years. No, 15 years at best. Sometimes you take leaps of faith and that's all.
I think for the first time in a very long time, I am ready to take a leap of faith, but still I remember the last time Noma and Bali and I were together, they were basically just being like, what do you mean, because I'm not going to date. I'm not going to date. Ain't nobody coming around my children. Like, it's just not going to happen. And they were just like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And I was just like, why are they so concerned? And then later on, I was just like, actually, it isn't concerned. That for the longest time, I was just like, I'm just not going to date. Unless I'm dating my baby daddy, which is easier. Not because I love them or anything. It's just easier. But it's just like, but that is never going to happen. So it means I'm always going to be single until Milan leaves the house. As Noma's saying, that's in 15 years. Yeah. 15 years. I could have had 5 degrees.
It'd be 48. Might as well get a cat. For she wants.
I do want a cat though. Yeah. So I'll get a cat. But anyway, you guys. Then we've come to an end. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you once again to HAUS Wines for not only sponsoring my Mother's Day event. That event meant so much to me because it was my first one, and a huge brand like this believed in it so much that they sponsored it. Thank you for that. Thank you for sponsoring this video. I will be running a competition on my Instagram. I will put my Instagram handle below so that you guys can go enter, and I hope that you can win all of this. All of this will be up for grabs. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.